Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Friday, February 2nd. That means it's Groundhog's Day. And, I just thought a little fun intro for this very important holiday. Okay, I'm just kidding. But it is funny. So Groundhog's Day is all about whether this groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil, comes out of his hole after some portion of winter and looks for his shadow. So if he sees his shadow, it is an omen of 6 more weeks of yucky winter weather, goes back into his hole. If the day is cloudy or shadowless, he doesn't see his shadow, then maybe it's a sign of spring and he stays above ground. But I think many of us, of course, associate Groundhog's Day with the movie, which is essentially, the same day being repeated every single day. And maybe that's a perfect way to give the intro to the segment I did yesterday on CBS Mornings, where I was talking about tax preparation. So yes, it is tax season. The IRS is accepting those returns. And, things are looking up for many people in terms of just being able to get through their process. As a reminder, when we talk about all these different programs that are available through the IRS and help for your taxes, it's all on our website. So first and foremost, let's play this segment. CBS Mornings yesterday, tax season opens. We start with Nate Burleson. There's Tony DeCopel. Jericka Duncan is in for Gail, who's out at the Grammys. So here is the segment.
In this morning's Money Watch, we are focusing on what you need to know this tax season. The IRS is now accepting and processing tax returns for 2023. The agency expects more than 146 million individual tax returns to be filed by the April 15th tax deadline. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger is here with some tips just for you. So what can we expect from the IRS this year, Jill?
You know what? Things have gotten a little better. They've gotten through their whole backlog. As you said, we're back to the April 15th filing deadline, except if you live in Maine or Massachusetts, you get 2 extra days. And be clear, a lot of people were impacted by horrible weather. So if you're on the list of a federally designated area, you may get some extra time to file as well. So you check with that.
So during the COVID years, the IRS had huge delays. Is the agency ready now?
Well, they're ready, but I want to be clear. Still don't call the agency because
of course not.
They got through this huge backlog of the paper returns that piled up during COVID. But you're only going to get through to a person like 29% of the time. So don't do that.
You're ready for the elevator music if you call.
IRS.gov, fantastic website. Yeah. Know that because, gang, there is so much information there. You've never seen someone so pumped up about IRS.gov.
Joe, one of the things that drives me crazy about the IRS is if you owe them money, they will charge you interest and penalties. If they owe you money and they're slow to get it to you, no interest, no penalties, nothing.
No. And you know what? It's interesting you say that because you know how so many people are like, I want a refund. Everybody gets psyched for a refund.
Yeah.
Last year, the average refund was around $3,200.
Pretty good.
Okay, pretty good. Let me give you the but. But you just gave Uncle Sam an interest-free loan for an entire year. And you could have been getting 4 or 5% interest. So the goal is not to get a refund. The goal is to get your taxes done by the filing deadline.
Yep.
If you need to file for an extension, you still have to do it by April 15th. The thing that I think most people get freaked out about with the filing taxes, they're like, it's so hard, I need help. But you know what? We've got great resources. People are not using them. So can I give you a few of these?
Yeah.
Okay. There is something called IRS Free File.
Okay.
If you make less than $74,000, I'm going to $79,000 this year. It's $79,000 last year. Mm-hmm. You make less than that. You are able to take IRS Free File. Gives you not just electronic filing, but it also can hook you up with a tax preparing company for free.
Oh. Yeah.
So this is huge. If you are somebody who really needs help, there is a volunteer income tax assistance plan for people who make less than $64,000. This is great if English is not your first language. Can you imagine? You don't even speak IRS anyway.
Right.
English is not your first language. Less than 64 grand Vita. There's something called tax counseling for the elderly, which, by the way, kicks in at age 60, and I'm getting a little close to that age, so I don't like elderly as that number, but that's great as well. There are tax assistance centers and military folks get free filing through the Department of Defense Mill Tax. These are great resources.
Okay, a few things I didn't get to. There is a new way to file your tax returns. The IRS is testing out a new system. It's called Direct File. And there are 12 pilot states. Now pay attention to this because this might be cool. Arizona, California, Florida, Massachusetts, Nevada, New Hampshire, New York, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Washington State, and Wyoming. If you live in one of those states, you may want to be a guinea pig because this is actually going to be interesting if the IRS can pull this off. No software, mobile friendly, easy to use, secure, accessible, and free. I like that. Clearly, if you are claiming the itemized deduction, or maybe you have a complicated life, maybe you're a small business owner, maybe you're self-employed, you might want someone who can help you out. There is a cool part of the IRS website, irs.gov, and there are tips on how to choose a tax professional. So I very much encourage you to check that out. And if you want more information, you can go to our website. Just look at the blog section. It's the first of what I'm sure will be a series of blog posts about tax season opening up. It's a necessary evil. Stop whining. We all have to do it. I get it. And we are going to be fielding as many of those tax questions as possible. So if you've got one, just go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button. Let us know if you'd be willing to come on the air. Don't forget to check out all the cool stuff on our website while you're there. Jill on Money Live, my book, The Great Money Reset, now out in paperback, and our YouTube show, Jill on Money, powered by The Compound. You can check that out as well. Our music is composed by Joel Goodman. Mark Talercio is our executive producer and web king. We're distributed by Odyssey. Please do something nice for someone else today. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you tomorrow.